Hasbro has announced a new 2-pack with Deadpool and Hydra Bob. Now, with the amount of accessories coming with this, is this the Haslab announcement? Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Strong Collectors Podcast. Like I said in the beginning, we got a new announcement from Hasbro that they're going to be putting out the 2-pack with Deadpool and Hydra Bob. We also had another 2-pack revealed earlier that was Spider-Man with the 6 arms and a Morbius. So I think let's save the good stuff for last. Let's get the shit out of the way. Let's talk 2-pack with 6-arm Spider-Man and Morbius. I guess I say it's not good because I don't want it. I have zero interest in this at all, but our buddy Clay, he's actually excited about it because he doesn't have a Morbius and it's an updated Spider-Man. So
I list also the positives first. It does look like they've done some upgrades, right, to the 6-arm body.
Right. You get an ab crunch.
It's a little more articulated, which is nice. Because there was part of me that was maybe interested in the original one, but then when I saw it, it was like, no, this looks pretty rough. So I guess in need of an update. So I guess there's that. Yeah. And then I do like that Morbius figure.
Yeah.
I don't think he's very hard to get if you're looking for him. But again, maybe if you're not in like the Facebook groups, where are you going to find him for cheap? So I guess it's got that.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember were they saying that this body was the old Amazing Spider-Man body? Is that wrong? That seems wrong. I don't think it is, because I think that one had butterfly joints, didn't it? Or am I wrong on that? Whatever it is.
Who are you?
The, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I think that's... I saw a Facebook comment saying that, so I don't know if they were accurate. I will say it looks pretty goofy. These pins look outrageously obvious. Yeah. I think it could have used some web lines on it, but, customize that yourself. If you needed a 6-arm Spider-Man, you got one. It does only come with 2 extra hands, so you get the, actual Spider-Man hands will come with fists or thwips, but your human hands are only going to have fists. So I feel like we could have had some wall-crawling hands thrown in there, but, I mean, you're getting 6 arms, so I guess that's probably Hasbro's way of saying, take the arms, forget the hands. Yeah. And then Morbius, his only accessory is kind of I don't know if that's like a blown-open cape or...
Yeah, one is like a flat cape, and the other one's like it's blown in the wind, and it's like he's, flying with it.
Throwing it up in the air. Yeah, it's always been a weird cape to me. That's what it's...
I'm out of here.
You get yourself... You can get yourself a 6-arm Spider-Man and a Disco Morbius if you didn't have them already. But I think I was also seeing, too, that you can get these in the groups, especially loose. You can buy them for less than this 2-pack. Yeah. So that's kind of what... Usually they've been putting out,
You could pay $30 for these 2 in the groups, I almost feel.
Yeah, if that... Yeah, you might even be overpaying.
That's like if you're paying a little too much.
So, and that's a weird thing too, is Hasbro's been putting out pretty not crazy figures, but when they put out Space Venom in a 2-pack, he was going for 100. Neither one of these are going for 15, like we said. So that's kind of weird.
You have to know this was like a what do we have in the warehouse?
Something,
operation.
Yeah. It just seems so weird that they're like, oh, that 6-arm. Well, people were pretty upset that one didn't have an ab crunch, so I guess that's what they're going for. But even this one, I'm going to be surprised to see some in-hand reviews because I'm not going to get it. But how much does that ab crunch actually crunch? Because it doesn't seem like it does anything. I mean, more than the other, but still doesn't look like much. Anyway, let's leave that one. That's enough.
Good stuff.
Let's talk the good stuff, Jordan. Hydra Bob and Deadpool. What do you think?
I was very surprised to see this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it wasn't on any leaks we saw,
Right.
and I wasn't necessarily expecting anything like this soon.
Mm-hmm.
I did love the comics, I believe, where they introduced Hydra Bob, so those are always kind of fun. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty impressed by it. I think everyone seems to be pretty stoked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And this is
in that,
a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
right?
So it's kind of a weird rollout for this.
Did they say? Yeah. Are you gonna go over that?
I was gonna say I don't know if they've done this before, but you have to go to San Diego Comic-Con to get a QR code, and it's a one-time use. So you get your unique QR code, you scan it, and then you can pre-order it. So you can't go to San Diego Comic-Con and pick it up. And I don't know when it's going to be actually sent and in your hand, so that's kind of odd. I mean, these do look like actual figure shots and not digital renders. So I think it's going to be sooner than some of those where, like with that Spider-Man 3-pack was over a year out. This one is probably going to be, I would hope, within the next couple months. But then they said whatever stock was left over after San Diego Comic-Con, that's what was going to be released to us general folks that aren't going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. So that makes me a little worried about, like, is this actually going to be available to us that aren't going to be there? Because I do want this. And then the other part too, like, I hope there's a limit of one per person, because then you don't have people picking them up extra. But I also kind of want to pick up two, because since it's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, it's going to be super limited. This could go crazy in the secondary market, and you know how I don't like to keep expensive figures. So if my Deadpool 2-pack goes up to like over $100, I'm going to be like, shoot, I feel like I should sell it, but if I had two, I would sell my one.
That might depend on how much it costs.
Right. So let's hear your speculations on how much you think it's going to cost, Jordan. Realistically, what do you think?
So,
well, let's talk accessories first, because I think that's one of the main selling points of this 2-pack, because
I really don't think they're even that impressive.
Are you out of your mind? Like they're not incredible, but they're awesome, because we just
cheap.
We just talked about the Spider-Man 2-pack. That was cheap. You get two hands and a dumb cape. This one, you get a bow staff. You get an a partially unmasked. Oh, the Deadpool's on the Spider-Man Renew Your Vows body too. So there's a good selling point. Accessories. Bow staff. You get a partially unmasked Deadpool head, two pistols, two sais, a lightsaber. I don't necessarily understand that, but you get a lightsaber. It's kind of cool. You get a pink bazooka. Don't necessarily understand why pink, but probably some deep cut that I don't get. You get two nunchucks that we got with Shang-Chi. You get two swords. I do think those swords are on the small side. You get fisted hands on Deadpool. You get finger gun hands for each side. You get trigger fingers for each side. I think that's just like gripping hands for each side. Peace sign and a thumbs up. That alone is an insane amount of accessories. Then you get Hydra Bob. He comes with a lightsaber, two kind of like machine gun trigger finger hands and fisted hands, and a briefcase. And the inside of that briefcase is detailed like I've never seen Hasbro do. Like, I can't even believe that that's Hasbro, because inside the case you get kind of like a Hydra Bob flask. You get whatever that, I think the wand of Watum.
Thermos.
Oh yeah, thermos. Car keys, maybe.
Wand of Watum. Yeah.
I don't know what the other
banana.
Yeah, the banana, and then I don't know what that other thing is in there. Maybe a scroll or something like that. But 28 accessories in a 2-pack, and Hydra Bob is even on the Vulcan body. So that's two new bodies, both pinless, both people's favorite type of body. That's a pretty good 2-pack, Jordan.
I think it's cool, but for me, it will depend on the price.
Right.
How much is it going to cost?
Right, because your typical 2-pack is going to cost about $50.
And I feel like because there's a premium value here, they'll hike it up a bit.
And what do you think it's going to get hiked up to?
I mean, I had said the other day, as like probably a super overestimation, $79.99.
And honestly, I don't think that's even like an insane estimate either. I could
well,
totally
that's what
see
I'm
Hasbro
saying.
trying to do
As
that.
like, because the way I broke it down was like, what did I say? 30 for Deadpool,
Mm-hmm.
25 for Hydra Bob, and then like probably 20 for the accessories.
Yeah.
So that's 65, 75, and then I think I said add $4.99 for a Screw You. You're
Yep.
gonna buy this no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I would hope it would be less, but I
I
could
mean,
see that being a realistic price, especially when we got like the Venom Null 2. I know those were like bigger, but they
deluxe.
could
Yeah.
use all the accessories to justify
Mm-hmm.
where you're getting a whole ton. And if it's going to be at that price point for me, I would want it to be like the Todd McFarlane like weapon builder packs.
Mm. Okay.
That would be cool.
So, let me see. 4 guns, a bazooka, 2 swords, sai, bow staff, 2 lightsabers. That's not enough weapons for you?
They just don't. I mean, the quality to me doesn't look super great.
Yeah, I'll give you that. And I think so with what was the Black Widow, she's almost $30 and she kind of comes with all the accessories similar to this. And I think this is even more accessories so that if you expect bare minimum each of these costs the same as Black Widow, I think we're looking at bare minimum $60 here. And I think that'll be almost a miracle if it's that low. Like if they make this $50, I'm done bashing on Hasbro forever. I'll still complain a little bit, but no more bashing Hasbro if this is $50 because the value is obviously there. $60 I think is fair. $80 is not fair. That is way overvaluing.
Would you still be tempted?
I would still buy it for $80.
You would still buy it, not even a temptation.
I wouldn't be tempted. I was talking to Savannah, my wife, the other day, and I was like, dang, look at how awesome these are. Like, I think it'd be fun to like, I do a little bit more pictures with my action figures. So I think that those extra hands, like the finger guns and the extra things you're getting there are going to be cool. Hydra Bob is funny. I would pay it. At some point, you just got to decide whether you want to have fun with your toys or you want to make a statement. And I will make my statements with Hasbro figures.
I mean, dude,
in other terms.
Shame in that. I'm just curious. I mean, for me, I willingly was like, I'll put down the money for this Spider-Man 3-pack because I really wanted it. And I know a lot of people were saying even that was a ripoff, which like,
yeah,
to some level, I do get that. So
I think that was a bigger ripoff than and we don't even know the price on this either. So
that's what I'm saying. I mean, if I knew right now this is $50, I'd be like, that's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I do agree. That's a little too unbelievable.
That is so.
I mean, you know, that would genuinely, yeah. I'd also be very happy with Hasbro, but I don't know, because yeah, if like you're paying $50 for, remember Hawkeye and his Sky Cycle, like
yeah,
it's not a lot of plastic, but you probably get more plastic in this.
Yeah.
So like, and I'd say significantly more.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have a Deadpool in your collection, do you?
I don't. No, I had the retro one, and I did like it quite a bit.
I actually just sold that one today, and it's pretty good. I think this one looks a little less shiny than that one.
Yeah.
I think I like that. So you don't have one? Are you tempted to put a Deadpool in your collection by this? Like I know it depends on the price, but like you like it overall.
Absolutely.
Though?
And you know I love the Renew Your Vow Spidey, and I think that's a great mold. So, and Hydra Bob would be fun to have, like you said. So I could definitely see myself getting it, depending on, I guess, A, availability, because who knows, might not even get it. But right. B, what is the price point going to be? I don't know.
What price point are you willing to buy it at? So obviously 50. Are you going to buy it for 60?
I'll think about it at 60.
You would think about it at 60?
Yeah, I think I'd get it at 60.
All right. I was going to say, come on.
If it's over 60, though, I think I'd have to bow out.
I'm saying there's absolutely 0% chance that this is less than 60. And even 60, I think, is...
generous?
That's generous. And I think that's totally fair. 60 is totally fair. $30 each. Good job, Hasbro.
But, like, have they just succeeded in brainwashing us into thinking $30 is acceptable for a single release Marvel Legend.
But this is even better than like a Build-A-Figure wave. Like this is,
I
you're
know,
getting
dude,
more
but
than
I'm
you're
just
getting
saying
from Thor.
It's a progression.
It is a progression, but even as not a
I think
progression.
Dakota 6 months ago would have been like, that's crazy, $30 a figure.
Well, no, but like if we say that like we love that Harold Thor for $25, he's got a ton of accessories, but he doesn't have nearly as much as Deadpool does, even with a Build-A-Figure severed head of an enemy. I think
Yeah.
he's got, I would say he's similar to Hydra Bob, which, okay, that's another issue I do have with this, is Hydra Bob looks very bright. Yeah, compared to my other Hydra figures. I know that we've had a different Hydra Bob before, or maybe it was just a head. I can't remember. I know I've had a Hydra Bob head before. But it's a different color than the rest of the army builders. Like, are they going to put out like a single
Hydra
release
people?
Hydra, and then we're going to have to like remake our entire display? Because if
Maybe
that was
it's
the
just
case,
so Hydra Bob stands out.
maybe. And that's like, I really hope that he's the only one in that color, because if they did try to do like, oh, new army builders, new green, I'm not getting those. Like, you're not getting me to redo my entire army built Hydra team. I think this pack is going to be awesome. I would pay $80 for it. If it goes over $80, now I've got a problem. Because $80,
I'm very curious to hear what people think, if they think that.
That's true.
If they would go for that.
And that's kind of why I joked at the beginning of this being like the Deadpool Haslab, because we never get this many accessories, not even close to it, with normal figures. Yeah. So this is the new Haslab. Which, how would you actually feel about that, Jordan, if like Haslab became maybe not a 2-pack, but like maybe like an X-Men team
of figures?
Yeah, like a 5-pack X-Men team with this much accessories.
Man. It'd have to be really good for me. Like, because so many of those probably would have to be figures that you could get for cheaper.
True.
Elsewhere.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know like what the team would be that would be like, oh my gosh, I need all 6 or however many it comes with.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a fair point. I like it.
So,
all right,
who knows?
Cool. Anything else you got on this 2-pack?
No, not anything other than I'm curious to hear, A, what people think the price would be, and B, what your threshold of I would not pay for this at this point.
I feel like people are going to maybe be more on your side, where they're like, anything over 60 they're going to be wary of. I would definitely be more wary of it if Savannah had not encouraged me to spend money. But since she doesn't usually do that, since she did, I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm going to spend money on this one.
Now we get to the root of the issue.
So we'll see. And like I said, I think it's going to be a lot of fun once we get them in hand. We know that they're great bodies. So I just hope that, I mean, I haven't had a Vulcan body yet, I don't think. But I know that Hasbro sometimes does like some random figures will end up being super flimsy. Like I just opened up Yondu the other day.
You know, you got a Vulcan body.
Yondu has kind of those like flimsy joints that I think Firelord had that I kind of complained about. Still a decent figure. I got him for $12. I'm not going to complain there. So he's like, I don't know why they sometimes randomly do just like cheap joints, but then I opened up the Astonishing X-Men Cyclops and Emma Frost, and their joints are like cement. Like they're not flimsy at all. So I hope these are more on the cement side where they actually have sturdy joints. So, all right, leave us those comments. Let us know what you think the price is going to be and what you're willing to pay for it. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh, Jordan, we got to do a giveaway. We said that we were going to do a giveaway, and we totally missed it.
Almost just let it right out.
All right, before you go, if you've stuck around this long, you deserve some free stuff. So, Jordan's going to give away an action figure. You don't know what action figure yet.
It's going to be cool, though, let me tell you.
All right, better be cool.
It's going to be good.
I think I've got one for our next one, too. So, yeah, at 900, I'll do the giveaway. For 800, Jordan's doing the giveaway. We're going to do 1 week from the posting of this, Jordan?
Yeah, that's
all right. You've got 1 week, and just comment what you think. Well, that's too easy. We've already told people to comment their price thresholds. Should we have like a secret code that they put in their comment?
comment. Can it be your dream 2-pack?
Oh, okay. So you're going to leave us a comment. To get entered, you have to have your dream 2-pack. So you can weigh in with your opinions of, I think it's going to cost $100. Dakota's crazy if we're going to spend $80. My dream pack is this. So you can leave us multiple comments too. I'll read them all. I'll respond to all of them.
Separate them. Do 10.
That's true. We could maybe go for a record on, I think our record is 80 comments on a video. So it's up to you folks to hit over 80. All right. There you go. Now we're done. End the episode. Stay strong. Hasbro has revealed a 2-pack with Daredevil. That's not true. Starting over again.